Hello students, I welcome you all for today's session based on demand forecasting. That is the topic from production planning and control. So we will see actually what are the contents of this presentation. So we will start with the contents of this presentation. First, there is the introduction of demand forecasting. Then what is the need for the demand forecasting? What are the different types of demand forecasting? How the classification of the demand forecasting is done? And what are the different techniques of the demand forecasting that is used. Now let's start with the introduction. Demand forecasting. So it is the combination of two words, demand and forecasting. So demand is the requirement of the products and services. So products can be anything like TV sets, mobile handsets, refrigerator, air conditioner, anything. And the services that is available is the bank services, hotels, restaurants, healthcare centers, telecommunication services that is available. Also, we have available the online shopping apps like Amazon, Slapdeals, Flipkarts. Also, the food can be ordered online by using the app like Zomato, Swiggy, Uber Eats. Also, for the monetary transactions, we have the app like Paytm, Google Pay, Phone Pay, etc. So, all these facilities are available for the customers and depends upon its power of purchasing. He or she can avail that facility of the products and services. So, that creates the demand for the particular products and the services in the market. Now see what is forecasting. So forecasting actually it is the process of estimating the relevant events of future, which is based on the analysis of the past and the present behavior or the demands. So forecasting is the event actually of future occurring events whose estimation is done in the present scenario. In preparing the plan for the future demand, management authority has to make some prediction about what is likely to happen in the future regarding the demands. So the forecasting of the demands plays a very important role in the development of the future plans for the demands. So the various information about the aspect of market, like the changes in the selling price, product design, changes in the competition, and the advertising campaign. Also the data for the demand of the past is also gathered. Then the probable demand for the future is estimated in the present marketing conditions based on the analysis of the all gathered information and the demand that is available and the demand data that is available for the past. So making an attempt of the estimations of the future events, it is called as the demand forecasting. So modern production activities are becoming more complex technologically and and the inputs and the resources are becoming expensive. So in such conditions, the planning of the production activities become an important one, and the forecast forms the basis of the planning by enabling the management to take the, to respond quickly to the market changes by providing the estimate of the relevant future events based on the analysis of their past and present behavior. Majority of the activities depends on the future sales because the demand can increase or decrease in the future. So accordingly, the planning for the production activities has to be done. The projected demand for the future assists in decision making with respect to the investments in the plants, machineries, marketing planning, etc. to schedule the production activity just to make the ensure that there should be the optimum utilization of the plant capacity to prepare the material planning so that the replenishment order has to be taken just to provide the material in a correct time and in the correct quantity to provide an information about the relationship between the demand for the different products because there is a diversification of the products and it provides the future trends for the product design and development. So we will see the different types of forecasting. So based on the economy and the base of the time, there are two types of forecastings. So based on the economy, there is a macro level, industry level, and the firm level. and based on the time there is a short-term forecasting and the long-term forecasting. So the types of the forecasting. So based on the economy, so again it has three levels, macro levels. It deals with the general economic environments in which there is a demands on the whole is taken into considerations. In the industry levels, it deals with the demands for the industry products as a whole, just like the if there is a need of the cement in India, or there is a demands for the clothes in the India. Third one is the firm level, and it deals with the demands for the particular firm's product. Just like suppose we want to buy a mobile, one can go with the particular firm's product like Apple. Suppose we want to go for the car to buy the car. Suppose one can ask for the Mercedes Benz, etc. The based on the time, there are again two types of forecasting. So the long-term forecasting and the short-term forecasting. Long-term forecasting, it covers the period more than 1 year, that is up to 5 to 10 years. And the purpose of this long-term forecasting is the expansion of the plant capacity, whether we have to open the new unit for sales, advertising budgets, and all the investment planning. Whereas in the short-term forecasting it covers the period less than 1 year, and the purpose is that the materials control, loading and scheduling, and the budgeting. Loading is nothing but the assessing the work to the processes or to the human beings or the operators. Now we will see the classification of the forecasting techniques. So forecasting techniques, it has been classified in three main terms, that is the time series method, judgmental methods, and the causal method. Time series method consists of least square methods, moving average methods, exponential smoothing methods, seasonality model, whereas the judgmental model consists of Delphi methods. There are other methods which is available and causal methods going with the regression analysis. Now we will see the time series method. The first one is the least square methods. It is the mathematical method of obtaining the line of best fit between the dependent variable, normally it is a demand, and an independent variable. It is called as the least square method because sum of the square of the distances of the various points from the line of the best fit is minimum. It gives the equation of line for which the sum of square of these vertical distances between these actual values and the line values are at minimum. So this is the line of the best fit, and this is actually the actual points, and the distance between this line and this actual points, it should be minimum, which is given by the equation of line, that is y is equal to a plus bx, where a is the y-intercept, because this line, if we extend it here, it is going to meet with the y-axis over here. That will give you the y-intercept, the value of a here, and b is the slope of the line. And these are some of the equations that are simultaneous equations that is used to determine the values of a and b. So summation of y is equal to n into a plus b into summation x. So n is nothing but the number of periods that we are going to consider for the demands. Summation of x, y, it is equal to a into summation x plus b into summation x squares. And these are actually some process stepwise procedure that is given to calculate the value of a and b. Suppose the summation sum of the deviation summation x is equal to 0. So easily we can calculate the a and b. A is equal to summation of y upon n number of periods, and b is equal to summation of xy upon summation of x square. Now let's see one of the numerical based on the least square methods. So before that one, we will see actually some notes that you have to consider. If the time series consists of the odd number of years, then to make the summation of x is equal to 0, then the middle values of the time series is taken as the origin. So in this particular numericals, you are going to see there are the 9 periods which is given. So the origin of this one which come at the 5th period, that is 2013. Okay, so we can take it as an origin. So this number 5th period will become our origins for calculating the deviations. Now just look at the numericals. So the following data gives the sales of the company for various years. So fit the straight lines and forecast the sales for the year 2018 and 19. So from this one, we can see the number of periods that is having the 9 periods. So year 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So fifth is the middle one, that is our origins for the deviations. So, and this is number sales that is given in thousands. So the deviations from the origin, if you consider that it is x minus x bar is our origin, that is the 1 minus 5, the deviation is minus 4. 1 minus 2, deviation is minus 3. Similarly, deviation, the 3 minus 5 is minus 2, 4 minus 5, it is minus 1. At this origin, it is the deviation will be 0. The 6 minus 5, it is 1, 7 minus 5, it is 2, 8 minus 5, it is 3, and 9 minus 5, it is 4. So sum of all these deviations is becoming 0 over here. So now that we can find out the x square of this one. So the sum of this x square, it gives you the values of 60, and the xy is calculated by using this one. So the summation of xy is coming 204. So to find the value of a, we can use the formula summation of y upon number of periods here, which is coming to 28.56. Similarly, we can find out the slope of the line by using this equation summation of xy upon summation x square, that is coming to the 3.4. So the equation of straight line of the best fit is coming to the y is equal to 28.56 plus 3.4x. Here actually the x, if we put the values of this x is minus 4 over here or minus 3 over here, so we'll get the trend of each and every year, and that's why actually this least square method is used, because it will give the trend of each and every year. So rest of the method that is available, that is moving average method or the weighted moving average method, which is not able to give this particular trend for each and every year. So again, in the numerical, it is asked that what should be the sales for the year 2018 and what should be the sales for the year 2019. So by using these equations of the best fit, we can simply say that 28.56 plus 3.4 into 5. Why 5? Because the next year these deviations can be shifted from 4 to 5. And in the second year, so the sales for the year 2019, the value of x, which is becoming the next to that 2018, that is 6. So the value that is coming for this one is 49,000.